So yeah, basically we're all fractals of the same single eternal consciousness, splintered throughout an infinite existence, crawling back to itself through a path of vibration and love. Jesus and the Buddha shared many of the same teachings, actually. Wait, where did everybody go? So what's happened to you too? Maybe it was a dark night of the soul, or a breakthrough during a meditation like any other. Maybe you were listening to binaural beats and stumbled into it accidentally. Maybe you saw something you couldn't explain, or had a near-death experience so poignant it changed you forever. Or you were experimenting with theogens when something in your brain clicked. However you came upon it, there was now a distinct before and after in your life. The part where you were blind, a wandering ego, and the part where you woke up and set out on the path. As you wander out into new territory, you may quickly realize how alone you are. Suddenly things stop making sense. Money is meaningless, work is a grift, the pursuit of capital doesn't result in freedom and happiness, but stress and the monopolization of your short life. The hours you spent worrying about customers, expense reports, write-ups, and order fulfillment have been wasted, and to waste another minute for the short-term gain of a business or company would frankly feel immoral. But everyone else you know is deeply invested. They went to school to get educations, to qualify for occupations, to multiply the income of corrupt organizations. So when you choose to log out, to spend your time on art, self-fulfillment, and spiritual exploration, you become something of a capitalist heathen. You have cast yourself out and can no longer be amused by the same shared experiences and grievances of the working class. You've stopped making sense, and unless your art leads to immediate economic gain, you will be written off as crazy, no matter how free or joyful you feel. The world of politics loses the black and white nature presented to you your whole life by the media. Democrats and Republicans start to resemble sports fans, rooting for their favorite team, buying merch, and into the idea that regardless of results, their horse is the most fit for the race. Now you sit on the outside, watching a game where nobody wins except for those who wrote the rules. The corruption runs so deep down each side of the tree that you can no longer understand how those gathered around do not collapse from the stench of rot. Morality becomes easy. War is wrong. Life is precious. Do no harm and speak no evil. The shade of gray becomes familiar and welcome, while everyone around you avoids it like the plague. To give credence to ideas not your own facilitates growth, but the others fear it will poison their minds and kill them from the inside out. We are positioned to squabble and fight against each other over minor differences in form, cursed by the limitations of our language to express entire human experiences of awareness and love, and if you choose to disengage, you are left without a team. You will be left alone. And in your belly, nothing feels worse than hate. Nothing is less palatable than holding another's ignorance or petty behavior against them. Contempt is the sup of fools, and grace a thankless performance. You will learn to forgive without an apology, to lie down your arms against those who wronged you, and let the bad blood coagulate into something ugly but sustainable. You cannot bring yourself to detest another, even when popular opinion would push you into such folly. You won't defend evil acts, but recognize the long path of karma and the limitations of a body made from flesh and bone. Those around you won't understand. Your position looks like a bird sat on a fence. Your lack of hard edges look like a lack of conviction when you are happy to play in gray tones and dirt. Your mood no longer depends on your environment, but comes from the grace in your heart. Nothing feels permanent, and nothing cannot be overcome. And so they will walk away, unable to understand the view of your new perspective. And now, wandering the waking world like a dream, you are alone. Your family can no longer relate to you. Your friends are all preoccupied with trivialities for which you cannot share their passion. It is natural to enter Hermitage, to spend time alone or with animals, to make art and learn to love your body. There is infinite work to be done within, and the practice will take lifetimes. But our hearts grow lonely, and the only thing that is true in this world is love. So you will have to find it again. You will have to return, perhaps to work or to another third place, and become someone else's light. Maybe some of those friends have one of these aforementioned experiences and suddenly know exactly who to come to about it. Or your father has a change of heart after learning surprising news and knows your temperament bears no judgment. Or maybe a stranger online cries out into the void during a time of crisis, and you were there to hear it. Maybe your words during your time of isolation have become words of wisdom. Maybe after your dark night of the soul, your soul now shines so brightly that to some it is blinding, but to others it is a lighthouse mounted atop a rocky shore to keep their vessel from crashing asunder. Perhaps waking up was only the beginning, and with time you may learn your true purpose as a voice of reason in unreasonable times. The reason we feel alienated is because the society is infantile, trivial, and stupid. So the cost of sanity in this society is a certain level of alienation.
Hey, thanks for watching that. I appreciate you taking your time and spending it with me. Please like it if you liked it, share it if you think that there's somebody else going through this same sort of situation and they can benefit from watching this content. If you're interested in supporting me and the channel, please visit patreon.com/American Dragon. I share music, I share artwork, a lot of which is featured here in these videos, but not all of it. I also send a lot of postcards. Every month I send a postcard to any subscriber who pledges $5 or more. I do have several patrons, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you guys for supporting me. This is a very small channel, and it means the world to have a community right now. So again, thank you very much for watching this. Thank you for your support. Thank you for spending your time with me, and I will see you in the next one.